Welcome to my 6-axis drive tutorial video. This is part 2 of 3, where we're going to build the drive unit itself. If you missed part 1 or you are new to building frame motors, I would suggest you have a quick look at it. Basically, I'm just explaining the color coding behind the covers and the panels, which is going to be very useful for this build. I'm going to try to build this as quickly as I can, so if you're planning on replicating this, I would encourage you to build it along with me and use that pause button liberally. So this is the drive unit pretty well complete. If you weren't going to do any external control, you could simply drop some levers onto the 6 green panels and away you go. It's ready. However, I like to do an external control, so I'm just basically going to be running bundled cable to each of the green panels. Essentially, you just have to make sure that they're all connected with bundled cable. And, you know, this is why I find the color coding so useful, because at a glance you can see where you've got to route your cable. Now, if you're going to be doing computer control, I would suggest that you choose your wire colors in the order that they show up in NEI, for the simple reason that for programming, you're going to need to know the numbers associated with each of the wire colors. But if you're not going to do computer control, you're going to use, you know, timers or some other method, then the wire color doesn't really matter so long as you've got 6 different colors. The reason I have color-coded blue panels and red covers is simply because it enables me to catch mistakes like this. And whenever I'm doing modifications to my drive unit or adding frames onto it or taking off of, I can see at a glance that if I'm putting anything next to a red or blue cover panel, then I know I've got a frame motor that slides into that spot, and so I know I've got to add another cover to make sure that it doesn't get stuck. This is something later on when you're using your drive, you'll find that the thing gets broken and you can't figure out why it's stuck, you know, and usually this is why. You've placed a frame somewhere and you've basically just jammed it up.